Welcome to Hiking for Health California, and this is the end of year review. And I gotta tell you, I really don't have a whole lot to review, so this should be a short video. And it kind of sucks. The name of the game this year was Pandemic Pandemonium. And I know if you're like me, you're probably tired of hearing that as a quote unquote excuse, but sorry, it's not an excuse. It was a thing this year, and it just sucked. So it was all about pandemic and all about lots of cancellations, and so that's really the year in review. Is a lot of stuff was planned, a lot of stuff got canceled because I'm one of those weirdos who actually read the California governor's stay-at-home quote unquote order, and when it said yes, get outside and exercise, I didn't take that to mean jump in my car, drive 4 hours to the beach or to this trail and go. Yes, the governor said go ahead, go hiking, but that doesn't mean take a road trip and go hiking. They were talking about staying local. Because I can't tell you how many online hiking groups I saw. Dude, with the stay-at-home order says we can hike. Especially a couple of the ones that I am that are specifically California hiking groups. The stay-at-home order says we can hike, so I'm going hiking. Okay, well, where do you live? I live in San Jose, all right? So I'm going to go down to Death Valley. You know, you live in San Jose, you got places you can hike. I know, because I used to live in San Jose. There's all kinds of places you can hike right there in the hills. 15, 20-minute drive away. Go for it. But here's part of the other problem we had was while a lot of the parks stayed open, because of crowding, they closed the parking lots. So the trails were open, but you couldn't park anywhere near some of these trails. So I ended up not getting in a lot of hikes. I had several PCT hikes. I was going to do the first like 100 and I think it's 10 miles. I was going to go from the southern terminus to about the 110 mile mark, Warner Springs, right around there. Canceled, couldn't do it for several reasons. My support team, Jesse, love you, bro, was having some health issues. His mother is elderly. I didn't want to take a chance of exposing them to anything or any of that kind of stuff. I just didn't want to take that chance, and then without that support team helping me get there, just logistically. And then my jump off time was sometime in April, and by that time the PCT had already given an announcement saying, hey, we'd really appreciate it. I mean, they're not going to send troops out and drag everybody off, but they pretty much told people we're canceling permits, or not necessarily canceling permits, but we're closing this and people get off the trail. And then the actual Park Service and Forestry Service went one more and just said we're closing these forests. And it was the majority of the PCT ended up getting closed by the Forestry Service and Park Service and things like that. So yeah, PCT hikes were canceled. All the smaller ones, because that's what I was going to do, was that first 110 miles and then go home, be with the family, have a good springtime and stuff. And then in the summer I was going to hit a bunch of smaller parts of the PCT just for fun, 2-3 night trips on the PCT here and there all along the Sierras, just for fun. And those all got canceled too. I also am still trying to do the Fremont Peak to Sunol Wilderness hike. That's a really nice 8-mile hike that goes way straight up to Fremont Peak, and then you dive down into Sunol. Really nice looking hike on paper. Have yet to do it myself, and things like that. Had to cancel that this year again because although some of those trails were still open, the parking lots and things like that, so it's like I'd have to park like in a Lucky's shopping center way down here, and that adds an extra 10 miles to my hike to finally get to the trailhead. Yeah, so it just, yeah. Just wow, so yeah, I was one of those weirdos that I realized that my personal freedom, and my personal choices didn't affect just me, possibly. Okay? Should I have the right to just choose and hike whatever I want? Maybe. The only problem with that is again, my choice isn't just about me. I'm not that self-centered that I think that I shouldn't have to do this because I don't like it. I this, I that. I'm perfectly healthy, so I'll just get the flu. It won't hurt me like it does these older people and things like that. Okay, but you don't live in a bubble. You know, even if that's 100% true, you get it. You won't know you have it for up to a week. And so you meet with this person or see this person over here or bump into this guy or that person. You're spreading it to people who either could be adversely affected by it or know others who. You give it to them and then they go home not knowing they have it and go talk to grandma, and then now grandma has it. And I'm not making this up. If you are smart enough to actually read a lot of the way some of these spreads have happened, that's exactly how it was. This person decided, screw you, I don't care. I'm going to go to this bar because this bar's flouting the rules and has decided not to close. Haha. So off I go because I'm totally cool. Wow, 2 days later, I feel perfectly fine. Cool, I'm going to go visit my buddy Chet over here. Hey, Chet, what's up, buddy? Freedom, yay. We high five. Now I've given it to Chet because I don't know I have it yet. Now Chet has it. 2 days later, Chet visits grandma. 2 weeks later, Chet's grandma is dead. Okay? That, again, not making that up. That's the kind of stuff that's actually happening if you read the news. That's actually the kind of stuff that is happening. So for crying out loud, it's not just your choice and your freedoms that you're dealing with, okay? And that's why I made personal choices. I have immediate family that I live with that have health issues, so I can't take any chances and things like that. I'm careful about we're all careful about who we meet with and where I go and things like that. And, you know, just in case, I don't want to be the one who brings it in the house and spreads it and things like that. And so I was just careful, and the stay-at-home order was a stay-at-home order. I had fun in my backyard. I did some walks locally here and still got outside and did that kind of stuff. But no, I wasn't going to drive to Fremont Peak, an hour away, hour and a half away. I wasn't going to go to the Sierras, which are about 2.5, 3 hours away. All that kind of stuff. No, I'm not going to make those road trips and things like that. I was going to stay local. So that's about it for the year in review. Kind of a short one, huh? Because not a whole lot went on. There's just some little stuff. And as usual, I just wanted to mention that this will be the last video for this channel until January 6th. As usual, I take a holiday break. My eldest is back from college in his home, and wife and youngest are off of school, and so the whole family, we're going to be together. We're going to enjoy the holidays, and I'm not doing a war on Christmas. I mean holidays, because there are several that we celebrate in this house. There's more than one in this house, so going to take a little holiday break, going to enjoy it, and expect the next video from this channel January 6th. Until then, you guys have a great holiday as well, whichever one you celebrate, or more than one if you celebrate more than one. Really enjoy that. Have a great time. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, joyous Yule, enjoy the solstice, Kwanzaa, you name it, it's out there. Happy Hanukkah. I think it's already passed, but have a great Diwali. If you haven't celebrated it yet, go for it. Just enjoy those great holidays, and I'll see you in January. And as always, thanks so much for following my channel and keeping up with me. We'll see you next year.